So, ladies and gentlemen, in life, there are winners and there are losers. So, welcome to this TV where I am going to tell you a tale of some poor bastard who gay opt for 3 weeks and donated an hour stream of reporting on this gay opping and screen caps. So bear in mind, this guy says that Negative Nation has nothing outside the realm of YouTube drama and that they really have no life. Says the guy who spent, again, 3 frickin' weeks in someone else's Discord. Now, it's funny, this guy, he also mentioned a very key point that he says, well, they knew their Discord server was being monitored, and why would they say this? Why would they be just this blatant if they knew they were being monitored? You've been had, buddy. Someone knew there was an op afoot, so they counter-opt. They said some edgy, mean stuff, knowing that you would be there, and they fed you a line for about 3 weeks, and you sat on these receipts for 3 weeks, thinking you really had hot shit. You were just sitting on hot coals, like, oh, I'm gonna sink Negs and Tragic this time. Oh, I got them. I've got the deets that are gonna make them blow their brains out. Which in reality, I don't know. If I had spent that much time and knowing I had been had, I too would probably donate a stream, because then I would look like an absolute dipshit, right? That I spent 3 weeks gay opping, screen capping chats in someone's Discord. I mean, if that was me personally, if I had been fooled like that, I probably wouldn't be making an hour stream, because I would probably be like, or something of that nature. So yeah, there are just winners and losers in life, and this person is just a definite loser. Now, I will be fair here. What's going on between the Haydur Nation and Negative Nation is the equivalent of watching 2 groups of speds go at each other with defamation lawsuits, and a lot of people get the joke. A lot of people get the gist that it's just for kino, it's just for drama, it's for getting views, clicks, subscribers, and by all means, it's a clout-chasing scheme. And of course, this person who did this stream was like, oh, now this clout-chasing fool joins in with Negative Nation. It's like, well, yeah, why wouldn't you? And it's the same reason why other people jump in with the Haydur Nation side of things, because maybe there's something politically that they align with. They have some form of illusion that they're moral arbiters of the world, and that Negative Nation are truly these bad guys, and that Tragic and Negs are truly evil and violent, and they're planning to kill people. Which, in all reality, no one's planning to kill anyone. Some fool was just had for 3 weeks. And that's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. And then again, to say Negative Nation doesn't have a life outside this is just... It is the chef's kiss. It went right over your head, buddy. And even if that wasn't intentional, even if it wasn't some ingenious counter-op, you think you really got some hot deeds on a whole bunch of shitheads talking shit on the internet. And this guy also in this stream just said, oh, they were thinking about it. There were some people thinking about violence. Well, as long as you're thinking about it, right, and not planning it out or carrying it out. And that's the real difference, isn't it? Now, if you had seen people, like, planning out ways, again, no one would be that stupid, which he did touch on, that he didn't figure out because he's dense and he's so thirsty for clout, which I can't blame this person for doing so. I've done the same thing and looked like a complete asshat. Yeah, I don't blame someone clout chasing for that. But I don't know, that's not much of a clout chase if you've wasted 3 weeks of your life doing it. Ouch. Ouch, man. I would be vindictive. I'd be so angry if I was that dude. But this person, hey, he was smiling. He's happier than a pig and shit. Because he thought he had the hot deets that would sink the HMS Tragic and the HMS Negs. Which, again, I still find it, speaking of things that are funny, that Negs is not even a YouTube threat. He shit posts on Rumble, Odyssey, maybe other places, and these people still seek him out after they've canceled him off this platform. Now, here's another thing I'll touch upon. Haydur Nation love to false flag people's stuff and then say it's according to community guidelines, which in all reality, like, you can justify anything. There's plenty of people who follow dictators and justified that. So just because it's in the guidelines or community guidelines doesn't exactly mean you should do it, and just because you think it's more to do. But anyways, I would never flag anyone. No one else should really flag anyone unless if it's pretty blatant. But even then, that's pretty lame. But yeah, it's basically to wrap this stupid shit up. The Haydur Nation and like Negative Nation, it's Game of Thrones plus internet speds, and that's what it is. And let's hope it doesn't come down to real violence. And if I could have one message to deliver, one message to both camps, is this: we don't really need to dox people. We don't need to really do threats to counter-op people. The better thing to do would be to just go on as normal and just chat regularly and have this person waste 4 or like months or even years on opping or being a spy or playing Culper spying. And of course, in closing, I'll also end here if I haven't mentioned already. I remember when Discord first starting up, or first came out of the ether, a lot of people gay-opped because it was fun. It was like Stratego, chess, checkers, but only of the mind and trolling and drama. But in my existence, I only dedicated like 30 minutes to an hour, which again is too much time to dedicate in like gotcha bants with other communities. But I've came across some pretty interesting characters. Some of them even became very cool friends and people I chat with daily. And some of these people have been like staunch enemies. And at the end of the day, it's just all for keynote. It's all for dramas to make things interesting. Now, if you're someone who actively buys into the idealism of both camps, you're kind of a ding-dong. Because at the end of the day, it's basically wrestling. It's wrestling Game of Thrones speds on the internet. And yeah, I don't know. The fact that someone would have to say that Negative Nation doesn't have anything outside this and then commits 3 weeks in an hour stream, that's kind of sad. I don't think there's anyone, to my knowledge, with the Negative Nation that has spent 5 hours opping or trolling or whatever. And then again, Haydur Nation doesn't op. No, they don't. But I would be interesting if someone's curious. I'd be willing to put up some cryptocurrency to see what Haydur Nation's Instagram chats and group chats are like. I would really be curious to know. Maybe I already have someone in these Instagram secret Haydur Nation Instagram groups. You don't know. But I would theorize that it's not all rainbows and unicorns over there either. And I'd be willing to bet that there's some information being shared, some locations, some doxes being shared. I can't imagine that these people are all unicorns and rainbows. No, because how else are other people within Negative Nation being doxed and having their information put out there? This isn't just coming out of nowhere. This is food for thought. Anyways, see you guys next time. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and yeah, don't waste any time opping in other people's discords. That's bad. Just don't. It's not worth the wasting time. And again, to yield such low quality fruit.